All right, guys, there's a little trouble in the ghetto. So apparently, a guy was gunned down by an undercover police officer due to a altercation outside of the fuel station. So let's see exactly what happened.
Breaking news out of Gastonia tonight. Newly released video released that shows a deadly officer involved shooting. And we want to warn you that the video may be disturbing. It is from an incident at a Gastonia convenience store back on January 10th. It involved a pair of Gastonia detectives doing an alcohol compliance check at Jacob's Food Mart on Gaston Avenue.
I said, what's up? I said, what's up? I said, what's up? That's it. Straight up.
Investigators say the video shows Derek Manigault, the man in the red tracksuit, getting into an argument with another man. Their argument resumed inside the store. After several exchanges, Manigault is heard saying, "You trying to lose your life tonight?" Manigault stands in front of the door and pulls what appears to be a handgun from his waistband. One of the plainclothes Gastonia detectives was at the counter, pulled his gun right away and began firing at Manigault. The detective followed Manigault to the door and continued firing. The other detective was outside and also fired his weapon at the suspect. Manigault collapsed and died at the hospital. His weapon turned out to be a realistic-looking plastic imitation gun. Witnesses told investigators the undercover detective tried to de-escalate the situation before pulling his weapon. Gaston County District Attorney Travis Page determined the use of deadly force was justified. Gastonia police are conducting an internal review of the incident.
Queen City News.
Well, this is the thing. I watched a YouTuber do a reaction video covering this same story, and I bring up, I mentioned how the common black neighborhood, how the average black person acts or how they respond to self-harm, someone from their own community. Every time somebody from their own community do something to them, they always want to play the, oh, don't say nothing, stay quiet, don't tell nobody. The amount of comments, because I went through the comment section, of course I voiced my opinion on that, but the people in the comment section was more worried about the guy being taken out by the undercover. They was making up excuses to why the officer shouldn't have done that, and even some was saying, "Oh, the officer needs to go to jail," and they was just really on the guy's side, the criminal. That's what he is, a criminal. And this is what I'm talking about in the black community. So no one was, remember, he was. Let me turn this down a bit. He was harassing a old man, old black man. I don't want this to get too out of control. This should be good. Hope y'all can still hear me pretty good. I didn't want to blow out your speakers. But no one was worried about the old black man being harassed by this criminal. So everyone overlooked the fact that this dude literally threatened him with a gun. And all of a sudden, when someone, took his life, it's not opinions, it's facts. It was justified. And I'm glad it happened to him. You can call him what you want. But this happens all the time in the black community, day in and day out. Like I say, they got a huge child molestation thing going on in there. A lot of over here people. Most of the guys don't work. The women take care of them. They having kids by all kind of people. Yada yada yada. So that also happens in the white community as well. A lot of the child molestation, actually, they're leading that. But I'm airing it out. I'm just putting you guys, up to date with that. Same thing in the Hispanic community. I cover that as well. But they want to keep this silent. But when it's somebody else, you already know they putting it all on the news. It's everywhere. They want to keep their skeletons in the closet hidden. But when another group of people do the same crime, they want to blast their business out there. So I'm blasting everybody's business out there. So understand this: when you do some trash stuff like that, you deserve everything that comes to you. And on top of that, the guy had a white girl. I guess he was married to or whatever like that. So as they say, you're supposed to be living your best life when you get with a white girl. Apparently not, because he's looking for trouble, and trouble found him. Well, not trouble, a solution found him, should I say. The fact that there was so many people in the comment section was making up excuses for the dude in the red is sickening. But I'm used to it in the black community. This is what they do. That's typically how they handle their business. They, if somebody harm them or whatever, they just, oh, don't say nothing. whatever. Like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. That's one less criminal in the ghetto. The fact that you're doing that to an old man, what you doing? Who you trying to prove? But he want to feel like he tough. He want to feel like a tough guy. So now he's 6 feet under, pushing up daisies. But the fact that people was trying to defend him, like, oh, the gun wasn't even real, and that makes it even more worse. I mean, he went out like a clown. Well, he was dressing all red, so there you go. He went out like a clown because he is a clown. They wanna switch up their comments after the fact when they found out the gun was fake. I was like, oh, well, the gun was fake, and like, you think somebody gonna really try to find it out? You think someone really is gonna try to figure that out? Like, oh, see if the gun is fake or not. That was an undercover cop. You think he was gonna actually figure that out? Like, oh, let me see if the gun's fake or not. No, that dude know where the hell he at. He's in the ghetto. And he knows everything about that. That happens all the time. So you think someone's really going to stop and think, man, what if that gun's fake? No one's going to do that. No one. So again, these are black people trying to defend the criminal. You know how they do. They love criminals. Saying the black female, what they do. They don't go after the successful black man with no kids, with no criminal record, with not a whole bunch of face tattoos, who be beating on women. They don't like them kind of guys. They like them dirty ass, grimy dudes that's in and out of prison, sleeping with dudes. And, you know, black women love gay dudes. They like them sissy boys. That's what they like. So the fact that he went out of his way, remember, he went to the store. Nobody told him to meet him there. No, he's voluntarily went to the store and wanted to act like a tough guy. And then, of course, he went after an old man. Because we all know if he went to somebody around his age or younger, they would have laid him out. And then what would the black community have said then? If they would have had some young black dudes laid his ass out, what would be our excuse then? Nothing. So the fact that a white cop laid this dude out, sent him to the lower room, y'all up in arms, y'all upset. Why? Because a white dude did it? That's why y'all mad? Because I guarantee it was a black dude, y'all wouldn't have said nothing. If anything, the white people would have said something before y'all would have said something about it, but the simple fact that it was a white guy who did it, now y'all mad. This how twisted y'all community is, man. Y'all gotta get that shit together. But like I said, I'm glad it happened. Like I said, the old man, like, what was you gonna gain from him? And then the fact that people try to make up their own story because they slow. Oh man, that old dude set him up. How, bro? You see, this video won't be long, I promise you. How is that old man? In what mind would he set that dude up? How did he set him up? You saw everybody watched the same video. The dude is outside minding his business. This gangbanger, whatever he is, this low budget criminal. He's not even a real criminal. You walk around with a fake gun, you're a clown. This dude literally walked up to him and threatened his life. The old man literally was trying to calm him down, and then he even went inside the store to just calm him down. The dude was still raised. He was still out of control. It's that simple. Like you guys act like he called him up, but no, that dude, he walked up to a random dude, and I guarantee it was like late at night. Cause that's how them people in the ghetto, they be up all types of night, but they won't get up in the morning to go get a job. So you already know it's about 10, 11 o'clock at night. This dude is hanging out, minding his business, whatever, no matter what time it is, the dude is literally minding his own business. So from this dude to walk up on him and flashing a gun, threatening his life, the old school was literally trying to calm him down, and he went inside the store to calm him down even more. And the fact that he didn't care because he wanted to look like a tough guy, and y'all mad at some random undercover white cop, let's be honest, a white dude, y'all mad at that. So it's funny to me to where we already got issues already. I mean, they literally show videos of black dudes getting killed just by walking to their car for no reason, and then the cop don't face any consequences. But when you actually put yourself in a situation to where you purposely put yourself in danger, and then you get mad when you get the results that you're asking for. So which one is it? It's like y'all play victim when you don't probably playing victim, and then y'all play victim when y'all do something right. Y'all play victim when y'all do something wrong. So which one is it? It's like you can't play both sides of the field. That's why everybody just overlook the fact that when a black person get killed, they're like, okay, whatever. Because no matter what, if you're doing something good, you're a victim. If you're doing something bad, you're a victim. And then when somebody tell you the truth, you're screaming out the R word. So to the point that people get tired of you being around in general, because a lot of you can't even conduct yourself in a civil manner. And this is also a problem as well. You're so used to dealing with chaos to where you go somewhere that's not chaotic, you don't know how to act. So you find a way to be chaotic. I've seen this with my own eyes. This is the honest truth. You don't believe me? Go ask those waitresses. Go ask those business owners. Go ask the customers. They're gonna tell you the same thing because your life is just chaotic. Your whole life is chaotic. To where you go somewhere where it's not chaotic, you'll find a way to be chaotic. So that's just how it is. But anyway, this happens all the time. But the fact that you people literally turned around and said, "Oh, but the gun was fake, so he ain't need to kill him." Really, bro? Really? Really? That's your answer? Because they switched it up before they revealed that the gun was bogus. Now, before the gun was bogus, they ain't had nothing to say. Now, all of a sudden, the gun is fake. Now, oh, the white man racist came over here, purposes to kill a black dude. Dude, he literally went over there for an alcohol check to make sure everything was legit. They told you that in the story. Like, what are you people getting wrong? And they make it seem like it was all set up. Who set it up? If it was all set up, who set it up? The old man? The old man, he set it up. So he's outside the corner store at 10, 11 o'clock at night looking to get black people killed. That's his whole motive. No accountability. Same thing with you old ass black females. Get mad because you can't find a good man and you 50 years old doing podcasts about relationships. How to find a great man. But yeah, you still single as a Pringle. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm glad it happened, and hopefully, everybody else who watch the news will get their shit together, and that's really it. Because that's the thing about it too. They're so used of their own people doing damage to them. They don't want help. That's because they so messed up in the head. They don't want help. So they have the drug dealers out there hanging out in the corner, doing all kind of stuff, trying to probably talk to their little daughters. They don't care because that's the life they want to live. Instead of them cleaning up their own neighborhoods and then getting the help that they need. But they don't want to do that because if you present them with jobs, opportunities, they're not going to take it because the majority of them are too old. They all beat up mentally. They don't want any help. They just want to live in the cesspool that they've been living in all their life. So they don't see a better life. They don't want a better life. It's that simple. So keep in mind, this dude left his house, his apartment, wherever he stayed. He left where he was at with a fake gun and decided, I'm going to cause some trouble. I'm going to cause some trouble when I leave this place. I'm going to go somewhere and cause some trouble because I want to feel like I'm the man. And his dumb ass left. Apparently he don't have a fucking job because if he had a job, well, you wouldn't be doing that. And if he had a job, well, you wouldn't be out there late causing any problems. So we already know he didn't have a job. So he decided to make someone else's life miserable. So, like I said, he went looking for trouble and the solution found him. It's that simple. So, and it's another thing too. You guys cannot keep using racism every time someone, like, the dude was doing his job. But you cannot use racism whenever you feel like it. It doesn't make sense to use racism in that situation. It doesn't make sense, but yeah, we still have black people that's using racism, but it's the same racism that somebody tell you don't qualify for a job, or you're not in the right shape, you're not tall enough to play basketball. That's they go to racism. It's like, explain that, how's that racism to me? Because all y'all see at the end of the day, throughout that whole little video, all y'all worried about is why did a white cop shoot this black guy that had a gun that was threatening an old man. Y'all just go deaf with all the other stuff. Y'all go deaf with all the information that they gave you up until the white cop took action. Y'all don't care about nothing else. Y'all ain't care about nothing else until that white cop took action. That lets me know that you black people allow this stuff to happen. And the fact that you're going to turn around and say, oh, well, the gun wasn't real, so why did he shoot him? That's why nobody wants to help you. Because you don't want to help yourself. Because guarantee you, if that dude would have robbed that old man, even though he ain't got nothing, just to say if he had something on him, a couple dollars, he would have robbed him. Even though it was on video, none of y'all would have spoke up. None of y'all would have called the cops and, hey, man, I know who this dude is who robbed that old man at the corner store. Y'all wouldn't have did nothing. See, this is the problem, too, because y'all look to harm each other. Again, of course, he's in the ghetto, so we all know who's in the ghetto. It's going to be blacks and Mexicans. But he went to the nice side of town and did that. He wouldn't have did that. The reason why he did that because he thought he can get away with it. Oh, I'm in the hood, I don't respect myself, so I don't respect no other black people. I tell you guys all the time, this is proof. Black people don't respect themselves. So of course, when they see another melanated person, they're also not gonna respect that person either. That's why I stay away from them. I'm just telling you the truth. Call it what you want. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at your mama. Remember, this dude don't even know him. And for him to do that, walk up to that dude and then try to threaten his life, that's the average black person in America, because they don't respect themselves. So the same thing with the Vestas, the self hate. They don't like their skin tone, so they'll get with any dude that's not black. Y'all seen it's plenty of videos online. Same thing. So if you don't respect yourself, what makes you think you're gonna respect somebody who looks like you or who has the same complexion as you? It doesn't happen. They feel so comfortable disrespecting their own people instead of worrying about their enemy. That's it. So that's just a hard truth, man. But let me know what you think down below. But again, trouble in the ghetto, and this happens all the time. But the fact that no one cared about the black man, the older man's well-being, let me know everything about the black community. So again, voice your opinions down below. I don't care what you think about my opinions. It's facts. It is what it is. I'm glad it happened. So, no one wants to be around chaos, but you do have people who want to be chaos. That's why the ghetto is mostly filled with females. It's for a reason, because they want to be there. So anyway, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, donate some to Cash App. I really appreciate you. Yeah. So until next time.